One time when I was ill, I needed to be transferred to another hospital. Moved from my local hospital to a bigger hospital, which was fine. But at that time, due to my Usher syndrome, I was blind and my vision was bad enough that I could no longer drive myself, so I had to rely on transportation. The doctor told me they'd contacted the ambulance service who would come and pick me up. At this point, I asked if they could please make sure that the other bigger hospital have an interpreter booked and ready. They agreed to this, but it didn't happen until I arrived at the next hospital. So I sat waiting, and when the doctor approached, they realised I needed an interpreter. It was at this point they phoned someone. This meant nothing had been sorted out. I had to sit in the waiting room for over an hour and a half with my son, worrying because I was ill and we didn't know what was happening. That's why it's so important, if you need to book an interpreter, that you communicate one as needed throughout the case. That way everything is clear. As soon as you identify that someone needs one, sort it out for the duration. This stops time being wasted. Of course, if you've gone to accident and emergency, you might have to sit and wait around for a bit. That's understandable. But in this situation, I'd been in the local hospital for an hour before being transferred. So I'd already waited around 45 minutes before they decided to transfer me. So really, it should have been sorted out before I arrived. So that's why I think it's important that this information is communicated throughout.